Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Collectible Card Shop Master, and welcome back to New Card Shop. I hope you enjoy today's episode. We're going to be doing day 3. We're going to be putting Emily Armstrong at Shop A and Claire at Shop B. She doesn't have a last name. I don't know a Claire. So let's freaking open up the store and get going. I think in this episode, again, we're going to be opening up some packs, trying to get some good cards. We got $15,000. Oh, I forgot. I had some of these in my cart already. So let's put those up. Remember, there is a delivery fee, so I really should have bought a whole bunch of stuff, but I feel like I have enough right now. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. Uh-oh. And we'll put these over here where they're supposed to go. We're getting low on some of these, but right now we're all right. Here we go. Boom. So, what was your favorite television series as a kid? For me, I've talked about this before a little bit. To me, it was Power Rangers. Power Rangers was a big influence of me growing up. I would play Power Rangers with my friends. I would have the action figures from, all the way from Mighty Morphin to Zeo to Turbo to In Space to Lost Galaxy to Lightspeed Rescue to Time Force. I just kept enjoying it. I watched it since before I was even supposed to watch it because, it's Y7. So I remember I was 4 and my dad was like, "You shouldn't be watching this. It's Y7. I was like, "But Dad, I love it." He's like, "I know, I'm just playing with you." And I remember that to this day. For some reason, just normal teenagers or normal people having the ability to morph and turn into a superhero was always something super crazy to me, super amazing. And there's just something about it, and for me personally, I always love the character development episodes. There's some episodes that are kind of just filler, nothing's going on. They fight the putties or whatever the henchmen are of the season, then they fight the normal baddie and then go into the Megazord, and that's it. But my favorite ones are the ones where it's heartfelt. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, for instance, there was the Titanium Ranger, Ryan, who the Titanium Ranger was actually fully American made. If you don't know, Power Rangers is adapted from a Japanese series called Super Sentai, and in that series, they still morph, all that kind of stuff. It's more adult themed, really, but also has more. It's different than Power Rangers in a sense, but also very similar. But they use the action sequences from the Super Sentai in Power Rangers, and in Power Rangers they would kind of act out their parts or whatever without their costumes, so the normal civilian type of situations. And then when it came to the fighting, a lot of the time it was overdubbed in English, but it was the same footage from the Japanese show. There were instances where they did fight sequences in America, but for the most part, a lot of it was the Super Sentai footage. But in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, they had a completely American Ranger, and it was the Titanium Ranger. And he his backstory is so cool. First of all, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue is so mature for what the show is. It's about demons and, demons controlling you. And Ryan, he was actually saved by a demon so he wouldn't die. And he fell from a cliff. His dad was holding on to him and he couldn't hold on. So he fell and then the demon got him, right? And he wanted to be good, and he wanted to morph into the Titanium Ranger. But every time he morphed, he had this tattoo on his back of a cobra that would go up his back a little bit every time he morphs, and eventually getting to his neck, and it would bite him and kill him. The tattoo, and like just things like that, specifically from that series, was fantastic to me and something that I will always hold dear to my heart. And what's awesome too, my 9-year-old and my 5-year-old as well, they both really enjoy Power Rangers, and like that just, it warms my heart. And right now they're actually watching Power Rangers Mystic Force. When Crystalline was younger, when she was younger, she watched Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue as well, and absolutely adored it. And yeah, like, Power Rangers is so iconic in different ways for different people. Like, this is the wrong ones. I'll just put them here. Like, I know a lot of people just, like, really fixate on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which, don't get me wrong, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is, a classic, and I'll always have that be a part of me as well. Tommy being the Green Ranger, then the White Ranger, that's always something that's going to be, reminiscent in my heart. But, there were other series that actually tugged more than Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin had some pretty, emotional things as well, but comparatively to Lightspeed Rescue or Time Force, it's just nothing compares it. And even like in space at the end of Turbo, when they're having to go into space, it's so, like, I don't know, so catastrophic. Ooh, that's a good word. And yeah, I could talk about Power Rangers all day. I actually have a song. Oh, if you don't know this, I write music. And I do have songs on Spotify. You could look up Thomas Hadley on any music streaming platform and my songs are there. But I have a song called Nostalgia, where I'm literally talking about nostalgia, my favorite things as a kid and growing up, and wishing that you didn't throw away your action figures that you had as a kid, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And like, to name a few things, I really enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, and Bakugan, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, I still love it to this day. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, all the games, the PlayStation 2 games specifically, like Budokai 2, Budokai 3, then Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, 3, and then Ultimate Tenkaichi as well, and then, now we have Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, which is awesome, which is part of the Tenkaichi series. It's just, but this song specifically, the third verse, the whole verse are the names of Power Rangers all the way from Mighty Morphin to SPD, because those names will always be a part of me, and that's just something that I love, like, so much. I feel like I'm gonna have to name this episode the Power Rangers episode or something, because I'm just going on a tangent about Power Rangers. And like, for me too, I think Power Rangers is kind of what got me into some of the music that I listened to growing up as well. Not just Mighty Morphin, but almost every Power Rangers is kind of like this rock anthem. You know, obviously we have Go-Go Power Rangers, but then we got, you know, Zeo, who's stronger than before, but shift into Turbo, like Turbo itself, the theme song for that is so high octane, and it's so nice, you know. And like every single theme song to me is so iconic. Like I said, I know a lot of people are diehard Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fans because that was the $1 billion product. That's the show that, you know, made $1 billion in toy sales back in 1993/1994. But for me, I was born in 96, right? So I'm 28, and you know, Mighty Morphin was over by the time I was actually watching it on TV. But I would see reruns or VHS tapes I had of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then I had Turbo, the Power Rangers movie, but also Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, but I remember having VHS tapes of episodes of Lost Galaxy and In Space. I will always remember that Power Rangers in Space had the Psycho Rangers, and there was this episode where they dyed all their costumes blue so that the Psycho Rangers didn't know who they were fighting against because they paid attention to each color. Like there was a red Psycho Ranger to the Red Ranger, a pink Psycho Ranger to the Pink Ranger, and so on and so forth. And so they painted themselves blue so the Psycho Rangers wouldn't know which one was which. And like that's just so freaking cool to me, you know? It's almost day over. That is crazy. I wasn't expecting to be almost day over already. I think I could take these up and put them here. I can. Day's almost over. I've been talking about Power Rangers literally the whole day. Uh-oh. I should probably just put the items back because I'm about to have to run the register. Oh, phone cases? No way. I'll give you $9 back. Oh, no. No. Put back. There you go. But yeah, Power Rangers to me is just one of those things that I could talk about for hours. And like, I may not have the most knowledge out of some people, but you know, just the way that it makes me feel is something that I would never be able to replace or replicate. It's crazy what you know a kids TV show can do. Like even the newer series, the newest one that came out on Netflix, I enjoyed that one. And right now we're in like this weird limbo situation where we don't really know where Power Rangers is heading. It's so weird not having a season of Power Rangers out, because my whole life there's been a season of Power Rangers, you know? But right now we're at like this little like place where we're not getting anything new. They were gonna do like a more adult Netflix style show, but then that got scrapped, which is sad. Hello. I'll open up some more cards. I'll finish opening up these packs before the end of the episode, and since frickin' Ronda Rousey over here is still hanging out, we'll open up some more cards. We didn't get amazing cards this time. We got a few that were over $100, but oh, that one was $206, which is great. But yeah, I know Power Rangers may not be your thing, but like for me, like that was like one of the biggest things of my childhood. And like I love going back to it and rewatching it and seeing things in an adult's perspective. and like rewatching Mystic Force with my kids and like them learning lessons and stuff in the show, but also it's not like forced down your throat really. Because some Power Ranger series, it does do that. It's very boom, 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 boom. Like, hey, this is the right thing. It's only this, you know? And like a preachy episode. But I don't know. Like, for some reason, like Carter from Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue was my Superman, if that makes sense. He was the goody guy that, you know, followed the rules, but he was the leader. He made, you know, sometimes he made the wrong decisions, but he learned from it. And, you know, he was the guy, you know, he was my Clark Kent / Superman. And it's strange to think of it that way, but I you know, that's the first thing that just came to my head just now. Like it's true, you know. And like, obviously, I loved superheroes growing up. Spider-Man is my favorite actual superhero. Always has been. From the, you know, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies to the cartoons to the video games. But to me, like, I don't know what it was about, you know, Power Rangers. You know, maybe it's the teamwork. Maybe the Power Rangers were my Avengers. You know, they're the people that came together to save, you know, their town for the most part, but also sometimes the world. But also, if you think about it, like when they do these Megazord fights, all these people gotta still be there. Like, there's no way all these people evacuate every single time the monsters come. We never see that. I'm sure there's a lot of funerals going on in the Power Ranger universe, which is pretty morbid to think about, but it's true. It's very true. Very sad. But like, even the more comedic seasons or episodes are still so great. Like I said, I can't talk about it enough. But yes, I guess I will call this the Power Rangers episode. And if you did like Power Rangers, what was your favorite season? If you didn't like Power Rangers, what was the show that is your version of Power Rangers to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that one kid show that you'll always remember and always have a part of you? Like I said, Dragon Ball Z was another big one, but really Power Rangers was my whole identity for a very long time. And it's just, it makes me happy. I got very, you know, emotional this episode about Power Rangers too. That's crazy. But I'm going to put these cards on the shelves, and in the next episode we'll start with stocking, and then open the store again. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you watching. Actually, whoa. We got $33,000. Maybe we should do a little bit of upgrading. How many could we go to? 34. I've never made it to 34 before. 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. 5,000. Whoo, baby. Look at this store. We're gonna just bring these back. We have so much more room for more shelving now. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, I will see you next time. These are not in order or lined up at all. But anyway, I will see you next time. Goodbye.